This is KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green, and my guest today is Steve Shanley, director of the Cedar Rapids Municipal Band, who comes in every couple of weeks during the summer to talk about programming for that series of concerts, which happen a couple of times a week. Almost all summer long. Steve, welcome.
Good morning, Dennis. Thank you.
Of course, at the time that we are recording this in the morning, it's the weather is looking a little shaky, but I'm sure the plan is that it clears up.
It will clear up. It looks like it's going to clear up, and I got to say, since I began conducting the group about 6 years ago, we've had very good luck with weather. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say it?
Don't jinx it.
Okay.
Don't jinx it.
We'll see. I'll tempt fate.
So what's on the program for tonight?
Cool program this week for me. My former teacher from my days at Linn-Mar Junior High and High School, Randy Atkinson, recently retired. After I left Linn-Mar, he moved over to Taft Middle School and had a nice career there. And he just retired, and at his retirement concert, there was a piece written by Cedar Rapids native Andy Boyson Jr., who went to Jefferson High School, in honor of Randy's career. And so I thought it would be fun to have Randy in with the band this week to guest conduct that piece, so I'm excited about that. And also, listeners, KCCK listeners, are probably familiar with Rich Med, one of the finest, if not the finest, jazz trombone player in our area, and got him in with the band this week as well. Finally talked him into it, and we found a pretty cool piece. He found a pretty cool piece featuring the trombone that depicts a journey down the Mississippi River. So we've got the St. Louis Blues, and then we've got some... and end with the Dixieland down in New Orleans. So going to be very cool, very crowd-pleasing, and it's a good mixture of some written stuff and then also some improvising. Showcases Rich very well. And Kennedy High School student Kennedy Wilson will be joining us to sing the national anthem and Cedar Rapids Song of Dedication.
And where are you tonight?
Tonight we're at Noelridge Park, where our faithful audience members probably know where the what do you call it, pavilion used to be that has since been torn down, but we're still in the same location. So tonight, Noelridge Park at 7:30, and then this Sunday at Ellis Park at 7:30.
And what is the next week's concert?
Next week is our big patriotic concert, and we're featuring Lynn Rothrock. Also, I'm sure many listeners familiar with Lynn, and Lynn's going to join us to sing by two great American composers, George Gershwin, Someone to Watch Over Me, and then she said she always wanted to sing the song Hit Me With a Hot Note by Duke Ellington, which I was not super familiar with, and I listened to it, and I thought, yep, this will be great, so I whipped up a quick arrangement for her and the band on that, hot off the press, just finished that one. So Lynn will be joining us for that, and then we've got Cedar Rapids Prairie High School student Amanda Happel is going to play with us as well on the flute. She'll be a featured soloist on the Swiss Shepherd, which will be a fun piece as well. And then all of the usual patriotic fare going along with that, the Armed Forces Salute and America the Beautiful. And, of course, closing with the Stars and Stripes Forever.
Now, before you go, since we won't have a chance to talk again prior to the Iowa City Jazz Festival, let's shift gears for just a minute and talk about the band that you're directing for the Jazz Fest, the North Corridor All-Stars.
Yeah, this is the, do you know, sixth year? I believe
sixth sounds about right.
Yeah, sixth year of the band, and this was a really cool thing that Brett Messenger came up with after noticing the awesome band made up of the Iowa City High School students at the festival. He thought we need to have one of those that features the students from the north part of the 380 corridor. So he came up with the idea for the I-380 North Corridor All-Star Jazz Band. We're in year 6 of that now. And it's proven to be a good band. I'm very excited because Nathan Langholtz, our drummer this year, has been emailing me asking very specific questions about what the music is going to be and what it's going to sound like, and if he can get reference recordings and how fast we're going to take things. So that tells me we're going to have a very prepared drummer. And really, if we have an awesome drummer, really it kind of doesn't matter what happens with the rest of the band. So Nathan's going to keep us keep us on track. But going to be a great band. That's always a highlight of the summer for me.
No spoilers, but can you give us a tune or two that you think you're going to be playing?
I can. There's a brand new composition by Bob Washut up from the University of Northern Iowa that's it's called translates to City of Gold, and it's a cool kind of Cuban jazz piece, and then a lot of good standards. This is this band, for those of you who are not familiar, during the school year when bands go to contests, those are usually timed, and so opportunities for soloing are a little bit more limited, and you can only have maybe a few soloists on each selection, and they can't solo very long. And so one of the great things about this is, since we have an hour and a half, we have all the students who want to solo get to solo and can take nice long solos and have a chance to really work on being creative. So we'll have that on a bunch of standards as well.
The North Corridor All-Stars will lead off the Jazz Festival Day 2 on Saturday, taking the stage at 1 o'clock on the Pentecrest. So good luck with your concerts this weekend, and looking forward to seeing you at the Jazz Festival.
Thanks, Dennis.